5 signs your home needs to be insulated. The most important feature to help keep your home warm and comfortable is the insulation. Proper insulation will also contribute to your home's overall energy efficiency. Without the adequate amount of insulation, you may begin to notice higher monthly energy costs. If the insulation is poor in your home, you may need a larger and more expensive heating system to keep your home comfortable and warm. The heating system may need to work harder to produce the amount of heat to keep the home to the temperature it's set at. It'll also consume more electricity, fuel, or oil, which also will end up costing you more each month. You can help reduce the amount of energy that's wasted by taking a closer look at the insulation in your home. Having the appropriate amount of insulation is one of the fastest and most cost-efficient ways to reduce the energy wasted. It can also help to lower bills significantly. That's because the insulation traps warm air inside the walls to help regulate the temperature of the home. Having an older home. A way to tell that you may need insulation and more insulation in your home is to be aware of what year the home was built. Prior to the consistent building codes, a majority of homes built before 1980 were not insulated. If the home has no materials or insulation trapping the heat, it probably has poor energy efficiency. Walls, ceilings, and floors are the most important areas to insulate. By insulating these, you can notice an immediate impact on the temperature of the home. You'll also be able to notice a decrease on the monthly energy bills. The furnace is always running. If you notice that the furnace is running nonstop, there may be an issue with the insulation. An adequate amount of insulation can lead to less stress on the heating system. Besides helping keep your home warmer and monthly costs down, insulation can help the heating system. The heating unit could last longer because it'll run less. It will also require less maintenance because there'll be less wear and tear on the system. This can help save you time, money, and stress in the long run. Inconsistent temperatures in the home. If you feel cold spots coming from the walls or attic, you may need to add more insulation. Also, if one room is drafty while another room is warm, there could be a lack of insulation in the drafty room. The fireplace, walls, and attic are typical spots for drafts. If this is the case, look for insulation that can fit snugly in the rafters or other tight areas of the home. This will help to reduce drafts as well as a loss of heat. Hot spots on the roof. Now, you can notice if the home has hot spots by looking at the roof. Shingles that are exposed after a recent snowfall is an indication of warm air escaping from those areas. Check the attic to make sure that it has adequate insulation in it. If you can easily see the floor joists, make sure to add more insulation. It's recommended to use insulation like stone wool. This is because it will not sag or lose density over time. Noticing mold growing. Mold in the corners of the ceiling could mean that the current insulation holds moisture. If this happens, make sure to replace the insulation as soon as you can. An insulation that does not store or transfer moisture is recommended for the areas. That way, it's resistant to mold, mildew, and bacterial growth.